Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? Welcome back to a new Fallout 76 news video, and today we have some more news on the public test server, which will be returning very, very soon with a few interesting little changes, and some more good news relating to a couple of other bits and pieces, including vending machines and display cases and everything going on with those, and Fasnacht and a new double XP weekend. So, let's jump in, shall we? Okay then, Fallout 76 Inside the Vault, PTS updates, Fasnacht extended and more. So, some of this we know about, some of it's a bit more of an expansion on stuff we know about, so there's some new updates as well, which is cool. So, welcome back to Inside the Vault. Update 20 is still over a month away, but we're still making some adjustments to our private test server to allow more PC players to join in testing. We also have some updates for you on a variety of additional topics, including vending machines, display cases, Fasnacht Parade, a new double XP event, and our ongoing streams for charity. Read on to catch the details. So, I'm a little surprised to see that update 20 is still that far away. They made out about a week ago now that it was closer than you might think. And a month away is about exactly where I think, to be honest. So, I was actually thinking it was going to be more like the front of June based on what they said, but it sounds like it's going to be the end. Presumably the last Tuesday of, which I think is the last day of June, actually. But that's later than I was expecting, especially for the start of the first of the new Season Pass seasons, which is surprising, because I know it's going to be a summer one, but I think it said 10 weeks, so that's 2.5 months. So July, August, that'll be the middle of September before that ends, which pushes everything back a little further than I was expecting, but there we go. So, upcoming test server changes. A little later today, we're going to reopen our PTS, begin playtesting Update 20. When we do, everyone who owns Fallout 76 through Bethesda Net Launcher on PC will be able to take part in trying out many of the new features coming with that patch, including public teams, legendary perks, and the Colossal Problem event. However, as we mentioned last week, 76 seasons will not be available in the PTS. But they did say that. Presumably not something that's going to need a massive amount of testing. It's just a tweak to the challenge system in many ways. It's a relatively simple thing to set up. Beyond the obviously creating of new items to give us in reward for that. That obviously will take some time to do, but other than that, it's not that complicated compared to some of the stuff they do. So, PTS players' feedback and reports helped to shape Wastelanders and have resulted in positive changes and fixes for our features before they reach the live game. We're incredibly grateful for their continued dedication, and we would love to see as many of you as possible join the PTS to try out new content, share your thoughts with us, and report any bugs you find. Looking forward to playing alongside you in the public test server. We're currently planning to fire up the PTS by the end of the day, and at that time we'll enable the PTS forum on Bethesda Net so that you can stay up to date with info and announcements. But the interesting thing here is it's now being opened up to every PC player who has the game on the Bethesda Net launcher. So for those few people who picked it up on Steam and had waited, hadn't played the game before Wastelanders, and therefore haven't got it via Bethesda Net, unfortunately, you won't be able to play it, unless you want to pick the game up over there, I suppose, but I'll leave that to your discretion. But for everybody who's been around for longer than that on PC, again, as I say, having that available is pretty cool. It's also a big change, because previously it was by sign-up only, so that's quite interesting. They also haven't mentioned, and I have been wondering about, whether or not it'll be under a non-disclosure agreement. I wouldn't be surprised in either way. I imagine if they're opening it up fully, it'll be quite difficult to maintain an NDA on it. Also, we know most of what's going to be in there anyway. I mean, they've just listed it right here. So, apart from fine details, there's nothing surprising coming there. And the Colossal Problem event is the closest thing to a story update in it. It's just a seasonal event, in short, focused on the Wendigo Colossus. So, it's entirely possible, entirely probable that it won't be under NDA. If that is the case, I probably won't stream it, but there's a good chance you'll be getting videos on that topic, so do watch this space and check out Twitter and so on. My social media down in the description if you want to have a look over there, because I'll probably be posting details and updates there, and I'll probably put some details on the community page on the YouTube channel as well, to keep you guys up to date when I know a little bit more. So do watch out for that one. Subs and notifications will let you know whenever I update that as well, so if you haven't already, worth a thought. Vending machine and display case hotfix. This is one that we've been crying out for information and preferably progress on. But I think, to be fair to Bethesda, fixing it and keeping it offline is probably the way to go. I'm sure we'd all like it to be quicker, but we'd also like it to be successful. So, you know, a little patience is kind of unfortunate but necessary, I think, and probably worth it in the long run. So earlier this month, we disabled camp vending machines and display cases while we've been working to address a duplication issue. While it's taken a little longer than we thought, we now believe that we have the issue resolved internally. Internally, not the same as externally. The fix is undergoing testing, and we're currently testing a new hotfix for next week, or targeting rather, a new hotfix for next week to address that issue and re-enable vending machines and display cases. We'll be sure to let you know as soon as we have an exact date to share. Obviously, I'll be updating you as well. So, yeah, they tried about a month ago, I suppose now, to fix this duplication issue involving display cases and vending machines, and it didn't work. The dupers managed to either get around it or undo it or something to that effect. Either way, it didn't work. So down they came again while they work on it again. Looks like they're making progress, which is good. Obviously, testing is going to be reasonably extensive and rigorous, hopefully, so they'll have a fix that actually works this time. Sounds like a hot fix targeted for next week, so it probably won't have a major impact. It might come out as a sort of maintenance session. The servers might come down on, I think they said Tuesday, was it? No, they just said next week, but it's usually Tuesday they do these things, so that's my guess. They'll probably do a maintenance session, refresh all the servers, and deploy the hotfix then. That's the way I do it anyway. But we'll see what Bethesda actually do. It's also possible they won't need to take the servers down at all for it. That does happen on occasion. So, we take the duplication exploits seriously and work to correct them as often and as quickly as possible. If you believe you found another duplication method, or spot another player abusing an exploit, please report it by submitting a ticket. Link in the blog post, which as usual will be down in the description, to our customer support team. So yeah, basically if you see this stuff going on, please do go ahead and report it. It's worth doing, worth investigating, because these things often harm the server as a whole and everybody who's playing on its experience, either by ruining frame rates or crashing the entire server in some previous cases. So if you see something untoward, it's well worth letting Bethesda know about it, especially if you've got the opportunity to grab a quick clip of it or something to that effect, which most consoles and PCs do have the means to do that. So if you've got the option, worth doing. Where you can submit that with it, and hopefully Bethesda will have a bit more information and be able to attend to things nice and quickly. So, Fasnacht Parade extended. This is one we already know about, so not the biggest piece of news. Earlier this week we had to delay Fasnacht Parade for a few days due to an issue. Now we've corrected that and re-enabled the event. We'd like to thank you for your patience with a few bonuses that will keep the party in Helvetia going strong. First, we've extended Fasnacht Parade's in date by an additional week till June the 9th, so that will be a week on Tuesday. Next, we're going to add a bundle to the Atomic Shop that contains colourful new items you can add to your collection for free, including a new Fasnacht mask. So here we have a look at that mask, which is very, very cool. I like that a lot. Definitely a fun-looking thing. The colours are really nice on it as well. That's cool. Looks like an in-game screenshot as well, with the new Red Rocket pump-action shotgun as well, which is cool. At least I think that's what that is. Might even be an entirely new item, but I doubt that. But very, very cool anyway. So the bundle will contain the blue Crazy Guy Fasnacht mask, which is what we're seeing here, a red heart sign, and ochre wallpaper. So we're getting a sign, a mask, and some wallpaper. Only a small bundle, but it's a freebie they've put together reasonably quickly. I'm guessing they had the separate items ready to go anyway, and have put them together as a new bundle. But it's possible the wallpaper's new. But either way, these things take a little bit of time to put together, hence why it's coming out next week. But either it will be free, and it'll be available in Atomic Shop as of Tuesday, so very, very cool. Well worth grabbing that when you get the chance. Nice to have a little freebie to make up for the delay to it. A good move on Bethesda's part. Looking forward to getting stuck into that. Already picked up a couple of cool masks last night playing through Fasnacht, so that'll add to the collection quite nicely. So, get Double XP next weekend. Always glad to see new Double XP events coming along. It's not been so long since the last one either, which is cool. So alongside our extension of Fasnacht, we're kicking off a new Double XP event next Thursday, which will help you keep the celebration going strong during the final few days of the event. While Double XP is live, you will level up twice as quickly whether you're exploring in Adventure Mode, Private Worlds, or competing to become the next Overseer in Nuclear Winter. Catch the dates and times below. So yeah, standard Double XP event going across all the different modes of the game, which is great. Starts at 12 PM Eastern Time on Thursday, June 4th, so a week today, and ends 12 PM the following Monday, which is June the 8th. So in the UK, that will be around and about 5 PM, as per usual, so very cool. And last but not least, Bethesda doing the good work as per. Streaming for a good cause. Recently, Bethesda donated $1 million to various charities to support the response to COVID-19. Good move on their part, really nice to see them doing something like that. Our own weekly live streams are continuing the spirit of giving by raising money each week for different charities. This week, raising money for UNICEF, which is a great choice, actually. Delivering life-saving health supplies to building water and hygiene facilities, keeping girls and boys connected to education and protection, UNICEF is working to slow the spread of COVID-19 and minimise its impact on children worldwide. Tune in on Twitch every Wednesday. You can find a link to their Twitch page at the bottom of this blog post, or just search for Bethesda on Twitch. That'll probably do it. And it is Wednesdays from 1 PM to 2 PM Eastern Time, so 6 or 7 PM in the UK. Catch the live show and donate to this amazing cause if you'd like to see you there. So, very, very cool. Not a game changer. The change to the public test server, or private test server, which I suppose is now becoming a public test server, given that they're opening up, is quite interesting. No longer being sort of application based, and anybody who's got the game on Bethesda Net on PC can just jump in. That's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to update you guys as soon as I find out more on the NDA thing. That will be interesting to see what's going on with that. Hopefully it'll not be under non-disclosure and I'll be able to jump in, have a bit of a play around and give my thoughts and impressions to you guys as soon as I find out. That'll be very cool. Let's know a few more details on the upcoming freebies for Fasnacht, which is always good. Was wondering what was going to be in there. Only a small bundle, but there's some nice stuff in it, which is cool. That one coming on Tuesday. I'm not surprised by the delay on it. They're focusing on making the event work rather than the freebies and doing that afterwards. It's the way to do it. I think it's the way I do it. So very, very cool to be getting those things anyway. Nice little touch from Bethesda. And of course, the Double XP weekend, always welcome. I would like to see another purveyor sale. So, 25% off, or heaven forbid, even another 50% one. So we can pick up some legendary items a little bit more on the cheap by the purveyor down at the Rusty Pick. But we'll have to see. I'd imagine there'll be one coming in a few weeks at some point. It's been a little while since they've last had one, so who knows, but something to watch out for. Either way, some very cool things. A little disappointed to find out that the new patch is as far away as it is, but as long as they're testing it, making sure everything works fine, I'm down for waiting. I'd rather wait and have them get it right than not. Fingers crossed it'll be a nice smooth launch on that patch. And yeah, looking forward to trying out the new features in it. Legendary perks, I think a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. Be very, very interesting. What else did they say they were testing out? Oh yeah, the new Wendigo Colossus event. That should be cool as well. Can't say I'm too fussed about public teams, to be honest. That's not something I think I'll be making much use of, but I know a few people will be useful. And beyond that, if they're going to do more group-focused content in future, which they have said there's more multiplayer-focused content coming, exactly what that might be, I don't really know yet. It might be one of the things they've announced on the roadmap, possibly some of the new events coming in the autumn. Then that might be useful for that, possibly, but beyond that, I can't see myself using a huge amount. The Colossal Problem event, that's going to be interesting though. I'm definitely keen on legendary perks, upgrading my characters a bit, and get some new stuff on the go with very fun. New abilities to try out. Yeah, some very, very cool changes. So I do hope you found this video useful and informative. If you did, please do hit those buttons for us. We're very, very much appreciated. Social media links down below as well if you want to catch up with me over on Twitter, Instagram or Facebook. And if you really enjoy the content, please do consider becoming a channel member as well. Support is humongously appreciated. Thank you very much to everybody who's done that already. Do catch the live streams as well if you get a chance, playing 76. And we've just started Deus Ex Human Revolution in our little run towards Cyberpunk this autumn. So very, very cool there. Definitely a good game. Looking forward to playing some more on that. And if you're interested in that sort of thing, we also have a merch store open now as well, so a link down in the description to that if you want to head over and have a look at a few t-shirts, hoodies, that sort of thing. Always very, very much appreciated if you are interested. But for now, I'll say thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.